Good. Is it? What wine is it? Is it a? Is it a white, red? I'm gonna get another beer then. Yeah, I think what this has happened quite often. I think what the problem is, red blend. Oh my god, a blend of wines. Oh shit.
もう一つ。はい。
That's one more. She says. Thank you. You can take that. Thanks. She's very beautiful. This girl. Okuda-san.
下げときますね。
Thank you. Yeah, Okuda-san. ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
So yeah, it times out. It times out on the server from Gusto. Then you just choose another way. There's got like 4 ways to do it, so it's cool. And maybe out 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and it's it cuts you off. Well, it's going to be cloudy now, so there should be from this weekend there should be the Sakura festival, and it usually starts on the 1st, but the 1st will be on a Monday, so I don't think they're going to miss a. I don't think they're going to miss a weekend, so I would guess it would start on a Saturday, and then they've got 2 weekends for all the visitors that come to Iwakura. And I'm going to try and set up a trap for some twat that's been nicking stuff from my place over the last 2 years. Yes, I was drinking with some Australian guys last night. They were well out of it. They were singing my praises. Yeah, that's exactly what I plan to do. I've got some, last year they stole some golf clubs and it turns out they were expensive. That's right, yeah, those Aussie guys, yeah. And I've got some things that they might need from the, because the yatai, they're selling all their food. And I've got like a load, I've got a load of like cooking utensils, you know, the dishes and the lettuce strainers. And I don't know if I should put 200 volt, I've got like a 200 volt outlet in the house for the aircon. Just wondering if I should do that. Of course I could be facing charges if it happened. Yeah. Oh, look at that bloody. But like I caught someone the other week like stealing stuff, and I just grabbed hold of him and put him on the floor, and I got some money out of him. But the funny thing is, like, if I offer people stuff, they refuse it. Like, I got loads of umbrellas and it's raining. I said, "Do you want an umbrella?" They say no. But if I'm not there, they'll fucking take one. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to do. If you do Google Hangouts, can you put that video on YouTube? I know there is. I've seen Victor do it. You can like set up is it a two-way system? You know, where you can see, you can have guests that appear on the video from different parts of the world. Thank you. Yeah, well, with these Australian guys last night, it took me ages. Took me ages to get it set up, but all kinds of fucking problems. But we managed to do it in the end. I got on a message about an hour ago or something like that he'd actually edited it, but it was like over 2 hours. So I don't know how much is put out there. But then again, if it's just editing voice, I guess it's easy to cut through that. Well, while this was down, I just checked on that video I've just made, and it's got quite a few views, but it's got I don't know if it's a crap video or just people don't want to comment. Because it's in the reply to Canada Jin's video about the bloody protecting the young and the beautiful, or protecting something about that. Yeah, I'd like to electrocute my neighbour as well. If she fucking takes stuff or she puts stuff on there. Oh dear. I think they should go and buy some. Oh, what's happening with that big lotto in America? How many dollars is that? It's over $1 billion or something. I saw that the other day on Facebook, Yahoo. That is some serious money. $750 million. Wow. Like in Japan, it's 1,000 million yen, which is about $9 million. But that would be enough. It's gonna. There was a couple in England, man and wife. They won $148 million, but their lives are tragic now. You know, he can't go out of his own house because every time he goes into a pub, people want to fight him. Like he closed down his shop, and I don't know if he gave the workers money, but they lost their jobs. And he's had several girlfriends, but they've all ditched him. Might help if it wasn't about 20 stone. Yeah, I guess so. But I would learn guitar, piano, another language or two. Maybe shave the beard off. Or maybe not. Help people in India. I've got a nice piano actually. I met this a couple of Australian guys, and one had been doing his thesis in Japan, and he says, if you make me a better offer than the piano shop, you can have it. And I offered him 40,000, and then I just had to ship it to my place. 25,000. Or a Spitfire. What do you mean Spitfire? You mean an aeroplane? Here's a kawaii piano. He paid about 220,000 yen for it, but the same shop would only give him like 30,000 yen back for it. Who's it? R.J. Smith, R.J. Elliott, R.J. Ellis that designed that. I think it was based on a sparrow. But a lot of those pilots in the Second World War were actually Polish, and when they went back to Poland, they got treated like shit. Ooh. R.J. Mitchell, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good film, that. Yeah. Yeah, but I think they were only recognised maybe 10 or 15 years ago, and the government apologised to them. Yeah, but of course the British public didn't know that a lot of those pilots were actually from overseas. Yeah. Yeah, but like even now, but, you know, I don't think most forces have courage like they had the courage in the Second World War. Who was it now? I was watching this film and he outlined. So we're training pilots for American Airlines, but they had to give them 6 years or something. Yeah, even from the Second World War, everyone's soft. In the 1930s and 40s, kids were fucking really tough. And but I guess this is the worst state now. Yeah, definitely. When I was a kid, we had something called the junior death jump or the senior death jump, and you had to like take a running leap across like a river. Really dropped down, and it dropped down. So there's one for younger kids and one for older kids. I remember doing that and fucking fucking me ankle up. Hey, Rambong, where are you from? All right, man. At Florida. Oh, cool. Victor's parents are in Florida. What was I going to say? Forgot what to say now. Well, I started work when I was about 8 years old, but that was for my grandma's shop. But I also my first business was making lucky bags, and I would like get a piece of paper and then fold it in half and then make a pouch, and then I would put in like sweets and gifts and sell them. My first business idea. It was another 50 years before I had another idea. I thought I'd say that before someone else did. Yeah. Just look at, there's a young kid opposite me. There were two of them. Looks as though they're studying away. Oh my god. I think I will have to go after that beer. I'm getting very tired now. Sleeping. It's just Asahi beer. 200 yen a drink. Yeah, I was chatting the other night, all this global warming and everything, and they're just killing all these industries off one by one. And I don't think Asahi's as bad as Budweiser. If you've never tried sake, just a normal sake is fine. To tell you the truth, you can buy a large 2-litre bottle of sake in a pack for about 900 yen. And I remember buying expensive, about 2,500, and it wasn't particularly nice. So you can get like a large amount for 1,000 yen, but it takes getting used to. You might not like it straight away. Hey, you like Budweiser? Oh my god. What's that thing they say? It's too close to... It's like being in a canoe. It's too close to water. Yeah, if you do... There's a... well, I drink one now. I don't think... You should be able to get some... Drink it with a friend, just if you can get a big pack. I don't know how much it will be over there. But I've heard that there are some American companies and Canadian companies that are making sake. But just get with a few friends, get a big box, and just see. You can try. There are some sakes where you can. They can be. Some are made to drink cold, here sake, and some are made to be drink hot. Well, I don't know what are yinglings. They could be fucking trousers. What are yinglings? I have no idea. I've never heard of the term. Is this like a Chinese beer? No. What is it? Is it a sake? Is it a Japanese thing? A Chinese thing? And yeah, and it's sake. Oh, okay. No, I've never heard of it. But my friend who's American went back and he says there's tons and tons of all these small breweries now in America. But because I drink more like quantity than quality, so I don't go for drinking those home, like Sam Smith's. Is it Sam Smith's? Adam Smith's? And Sam Smith's is a Yorkshire brewery. So, but like the small ones, they're just a bit too strong, but it's strong in perfume or smell. Yeah, well, yeah, good German beer is good. Though I was drinking a Czech beer, a straw something, and it was like 200 yen a bottle. No worries, mate. And so what size bottles do they come in, or are they also in cans? Sorry, I've touched the fucking screen here. So much. Okay, so if they make it in, I've done it again, haven't I? Fucking So I'll sit back. So if they make it, it's obviously it must be quite popular now. Then if they've gone into like can production. What's that big? Is that it there? Or maybe that's it. Eh? Oh, it's not a. Well, it's not a. Well, it's not a new beer then, is it? So I've never heard of it though. You've been around that long. And is it? So it's all right. This beer and nice. No, but Rambong, you said before about Budweiser and the other one, Heineken. They're the world's best-selling beer by quantity, but not by quality. Yeah, well, it sounds popular. Yeah, I wonder if it's in Japan. Yeah, I did. I've done a few videos as an Indian, and you know IPA is independent publishing production ale, something like that. And I just bang, Indian pissed again. Yeah, is it? You just found this by chance, Rambong? I was just wondering if you'd seen my channel. Late last night, about 1 o'clock in the morning, I got quite a few people very quickly. Okay, my channel was weird, thanks. I think I need to start shaving this, not shaving it, like moving that out to the side of thing. It's just in the way for. Look, it got like this before. It just got really big, and every time I was eating food or drinking, it just got coated. In fact. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, the shish kebabs are the ones in the hub, big pieces of meat, and then there's the other style, yakitori, for the Japanese style, where it's just like a smaller, it's a shorter stick. But the fucking price on the video they were lamb. The hub video they were lamb kebabs, and they were longer, but they're more expensive. Fucking 400 yen. Ooh. Yep, definitely. That's 3. Ooh, should I get a glass of wine to finish off? Looks like I got a drinking problem because the wife won't give me any cash. She feels that I should find a job, but I feel she's been a little rash. The only thing that I can hold down is a sofa in the front room. Finally, she realized she married a drunken buffoon. So I want to do some, maybe some busking soon, maybe this weekend. Or the hibachis. I remember when I was in Tokyo, I took in some shopping with me, and I got it was a fugu restaurant, and they looked after me, and they actually offered me a job at the fugu restaurant, and I should have I'd fucking turned it down. I should have took that job. and because it was like 100,000 yen a week, $1,000 a month, should I say, free accommodation and all the food and beer I could drink. Yeah, I made a slice of toast on his hibachi. Sliced potato on kebabs, not in England. No, no, my God. Maybe they have some onion and some peppers, for example. But do you call them hoagies in America? You know, the one with the bread. You know, you open the bread up and you put the meat in with some salad. Yeah, I think the first time I heard that phrase was in a Bill Cosby show. I still wasn't know. I saw yes. I still didn't know what it was like, but I know it was food. But it looks like Americans and the British people love that, as well as Turkish people, of course. But they just got different names for them. Oh, really? Well, I think they make them so the Greeks make them and the Turkish make them, yeah. But I would say that the Turkish kebab in the sandwich, that is better than yakitori, definitely. In fact, I used to go if I'd been working in town, I would always bring one back for me and the wife. The kebab sandwiches, fucking beautiful, man. And I think what they had, I saw him one day making the sauce that went over it. You know, it was just onions and chilies and pepper and what do you call it, cream, you know, mayonnaise or something like that, all mixed up. Well, I know, I'm guessing they're in the Mediterranean. I don't know if the Italians make them, but definitely the Greeks and the Turks did. Are they the same people, basically, Greeks and Turks? No, but it's so easy. They're easy to make. I've actually made takoyaki using chicken. I made them for the mother-in-law and the father-in-law, and I've got a couple of takoyakis, and one is quite new actually. Okonomiyaki, you just need a fucking teppan, some vegetables. Ah, that's the only thing that splits them up. Wow. Well, because I know some Turkish people here, and some I don't get on with, and I nearly had a fight with one of them at his fucking kebab shop because he closed the window on me, and I called him a fucking rude cunt. But they say there's a Turkish saying that the man that raises his voice, he throws the first punch. And I said, well, in Sheffield we have a similar saying: the man that is acting like a cunt starts it. All right, Rambog, thanks for popping in. Hope to see you again. Please binge watch if you can, if you need to get asleep. Yeah, I think 14,000 common words. I think I know 2. Yazoo, that's 2, isn't it? Yazoo might have been a pop group, I'm not sure. And kebab, of course. Kebab. Cheers, pal. Yogurt, oh. I always thought yogurt came from India. What do they call that big tent that they have in Mongolia? Is that a gurt? A yurt. I was close. I wonder when the sumo wrestlers, the Mongolian sumo wrestlers, go back. I wonder if they still live in a yurt, a really big yurt, on the plains. I lived with I shared a place. We both had the same sponsor in Tokyo, and his name was Wada, and he skied down the Matterhorn, and he told me that he went to Mongolia for some business. This is the way he said it, I found funny. He says that Mongolian beer is like horse piss, or is it Shoben? Shoben cat. Woman or Shoben, that was it. Oh, maybe I should have a wine. Are you going on that wine, geek? But don't forget that shiro wine could have said.
白ワインで、はい。
I guess like a lot of Mongols are like tribesmen. I just wondered what percentage actually lived on the plains, because it's a rough life, isn't it? My son would make a good sumo wrestler, and I wish I was as big as my son. I would have tried. My son is like 6'4" and 130 kilograms, but he just said to me he's got no power. He's got no belief. Maybe he just needs my aggression. But it's a great sport. But like the thing was, in a few years ago, and it was in Inuyama, which is it's about 30 minutes away from me by train. They killed a young fucking boy, 15 years old, because how they were punishing the younger wrestlers, they were hitting them on the fucking head with beer bottles, and they ended up killing the 15-year-old boy. And as you can imagine, no one wants to put their child into a fucking arena like that, where they are like beating their children. And this is why very few Japanese are coming through. And if they are, they're puffs. But it is, but there's a way to encourage people without beating them. In fact, I did a parachute course at Bryce Norton, 2 weeks, fucking brilliant. And they were telling us that because you do this training and you go up on these platforms and then you jump off and you learn to fall different ways. And they were telling us that the Canadian Air Force, what they used to do with the troops, if they made a mistake, they used to whack them with a big stick. But they did that in all kinds of forces now. But the bee stings, they've taken them out, where they can't hit them anymore. And my residential sergeant major told me he didn't hit me with it. The barrel of a GPMG was 6 pounds 1 ounce. Yeah, maybe just a kick up the arse, but not when it's going to induce physical injuries and death. And he was telling me, and I've never forgot this fact, because there was Shiro Wanka. Thank you. And and I've never forgot that, because when they move, they need to know the weight of equipment. And so he said that he whacked this Marine around the head with the barrel, and he goes, and he never fucking forgot it. And neither have I. But it was a great image that, like, it's a fact I never forgot, and that was 35 years ago, 36 years ago, and I still haven't forgot the weight of that. I don't know the rest of the weight of the gun, but I know the rest. I know the weight of the GPMG barrel. Yeah, I don't know if you know, like I've talked about a lot of the same things in these chats, but I was working with a former sumo wrestler. He was like 150 kilograms, and then he was down to like 90, I think, when I was working with him. But he still had, you could see the frame that it was built on, very stocky. And he was telling me that, I don't know if you've seen some of it, when they get a post and they do this, and he said he did like that 200 times on a practice. Just one of the things, and he said they would be pissing blood, and that fuck whatever it was that made me piss blood, I'd make sure I'd stop it. Hello, Bula. How do you do, sir? The beard, I don't know that. In English, you said that sign was like. Does that mean you like the beard or something? Arigato. But like I'm not in. I don't know a lot of people. They put the little marks, but I'm not up to what the marks mean. But I'm guessing you say you like the beard. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Did you find this? Have you found this by chance? Excuse me, by the way. Yeah, that's. Yeah. Does the number 3 have any significance, or that mark? What is it? Is it that is like less than or greater than something? Oh, is that it? Greater than? Oh, okay, great. Can I don't know. Yeah, well, I think it was last year. I was at the Naked Festival, and this is another story I might have told. And there was this it was like 6 o'clock in the evening, between 5 and 7, and I saw this guy, and he was like going around all it was like about 10 policemen on a perimeter or something like that, and he was going around, and he was tapping the policemen on the helmets like, and I was thinking, well, I want to do that. I'm jealous that this guy can fucking hit the police and get away with it. So I think I went over and I smacked this fucking guy. And then then the next thing I remember, I got this angry fucking Japanese guy pulling on my beard, and 2 coppers holding my arms like that. I was fucking never been so pissed in my life. And then after that, the police was asking me for my name and address. I just wouldn't give it them. And I couldn't defend myself because I was so fucking pissed. So I ended up going to Nagoya for some more drink, and then I fell asleep on the train in Inuyama. Luckily, I had a credit card to get some. I just tipped me. Why can't they do that? I think I just touched the screen and it became big. Is that wine any good, geek? Oh, talking to geek, I don't have any relation to Greek, but I remember going to Greece when my mate's girlfriend finished, and they wanted the replacement at the last minute. And I have honestly, coming back, I have missed the last stop so many times. It's not funny. And I used to stop fucking cars. I've stopped at least three cars maybe, and I've just demanded that they take me somewhere to Iwakura, and they have. It's been great. And once I fucking fell in a river coming back. I just put my foot in the river. I didn't fall completely in. Oh, I know Yellowtail. Yep. I was going to say when I was. Yeah, I didn't know to fucking set the alarm. You know, your alarm starts fucking vibrating. I never even knew to do that. But what was I going to say? Yeah, when I was in Greece with a mate, his girlfriend finished with him, and I went over there, and we had that Red Sina. Have you ever had that? That's like a chunky wine. And that's where I met the love of my life, Anna Rita Olsen. She was a postwoman. Yeah, well, this was at someone's house. These two girls were looking after someone's house, but I didn't get any. I didn't get any playtime with that girl. Yeah, like that Australian wine geek is. It's like oh, but it's about $10 a bottle. But like I say, all the other stuff. South African wine's nice. That's cheap as well. South African wine and like I said, the Chilean wine, cheap and nice. Fuck. I'm getting drunk because now I'm even thinking of going into Nagoya. What? $20? Eh? What? $20 for a bottle of fucking wine? Is that's the average price? What? Fuck that. 20. Fuck off. But the only I pay. Sometimes I treat myself to a bottle of champagne. And there's a nice Shanson from Australia that's about 2,000. I think it was on offer. And then sometimes I can get a champagne for maybe just over 3,000 to 4,000 on offer, special prices. But there's one called Freenex from Black Bottle from Belgium, and that's about on offer about 1,100 yen. But I'm not fucking paying $20 for a Californian wine. Fuck that. But you can get the other stuff, geek. You can get cheap European wines or South American wines. What's the cheapest Chilean wine you can get? You know, but even from a convenience store, 7-Eleven, you can get a bottle of wine for like fucking for $4 because it's strong now. $4, $5, you can get a bottle of wine. But I used to get $3. Fuck, that's cheap. Does it taste alright? Yeah, they have some Japanese wine here. I can't remember the price. There might have been wines for $3.50, but I don't touch them. For 350 yen, I won't touch that. And they have Japanese wines. I wouldn't touch those either. But the best wine that I've had here is like a Chablis, and my mother-in-law buys it me, and it's about 2,500 yen. I remember the cheapest wine that I had in Japan, and it was near an army base in Tokyo, southern Tokyo. My mate was looking after an Italian restaurant, and he got this wine from Italy, 200 yen a bottle, and I drank this wine. I had 2 bottles. I was fucking hallucinating. In the middle of the night, I was seeing fucking pink elephants. I am not kidding. And that's where the term comes from. I was seeing pink elephants. When I went down for the piss, I was on the toilet, I was hallucinating. Yeah, but that's the only time I fucking drunk that wine. It was, like I said, there was something wrong with it. I don't know if it was just no, but I've drank two bottles. I've drank two bottles maybe once or twice in my life. But that really cheap one, that really uh, gave me a wake up call. And my dear one, that Portuguese, what's that? Piador? Is that Portuguese? That's all right, isn't it? I'm about to pee at the table. Which one, Piador? Or this? I've never heard of that Sangiovese. I've never heard of that. Just hang on a minute. I've got to go to the back, pal, and take a quick pee. Yeah. Still there. Okay, pal. Good idea. People still there watching? If you are, please, if you've got a comment to make or just listening, please say hello. Introduce yourself. Down there. Okay. Ah, the bloody hell. Well, if anyone's still watching, if you anyone watching, give me a subject, I'll give you a joke. Oh. Oh. Theresa May, oh, that tended, oh, fuck, Theresa May. Now I'm in trouble. Wise, thank you very much for popping in. And you're Theresa May. Theresa May, can you settle for a politician? Yeah, that's put me up, hasn't it? Oh dear. Oh dear. Nope, but at least we got you to say hello. Thanks, pal. What is the... Oh. Nope, sorry, can't. But more wine. Good man. I just tried to drag in some. I've got like I had 6 people watching, and this guy. I says, if you give me a subject, I'll give you a joke. And one guy said Theresa May, and I couldn't think of a joke, but she, of course, she was the joke. Boris Johnson, he's the joke. You did, mate. You did. Without a doubt. Actually, I thought you'd gone because the number of people watching was 5, and then it went to 4. So someone else wasn't impressed with my with my bullshit. So where are you from? Who is Ahmed? Is Ahmed your first name? Yeah. Where are you from? Ahmed, what do you call this? What do you call this thing, Ahmed? This costume. Yeah, I'm also a little bit drunk. I'm not thinking properly. Okay, Ahmed, I've got one for you. I've got one for you. Why did the pervert cross the road? Because he had his knob stuck up a chicken. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to do that with where people can join. I can invite people and I can see, because it's a lot more. A thobe, that's it. Yeah. No, a thobe, that's it. Yeah. I think it's a little bit more fun if we can watch each other and we're all having a glass of wine or a bottle of beer. I've won a few times in the lottery the last few weeks, but not the big one. It'd be nice just to get a few 100,000 yen. That'd be cool. Do you ever get that box wine, geek? I've never drank a Spanish cider, but English ciders are great. My dad used to send us to the shop. He was alcoholic. He used to send us to the shop and get like a big, fucking massive flagon of cider, and it was really cheap then. In Tokyo now, it's about 1,000 yen or 1,200 yen for a pint of cider. But the problem is it's in a barrel, and if it's not sold quickly, it goes flat. I think I prefer the sweet cider. Yeah, I think I tried to. Ahmed, I tried to remember that earlier, and I think I said a thal or something like that. Shit, man. So it looks like my touch could have said. And oh, really? Why? So what were you doing in the UK? Because I wouldn't. My main drink in the cider would have been either Guinness or Stella. And snakebite. In fact, in certain places they wouldn't sell snakebite. They banned it. They banned snakebite because it turned people violent. Wow. Did Bath? Shit, man. I always fancied living in California, and your surname is Ahmed. Okay, I thought Ahmed was a given name. Sorry. I don't think I've been to Kenya. In Santa Monica, I was going on the beach with all the acts, and this is one of my. I don't believe in bucket list, but one of the things that I wanted to do, or still want to do, I want to do a stand-up at the Improv, and I'd like to go on the beach in Venice and do like an act. So there are the things that I would like to do in the future. Yeah, I used to find that Venice Beach fascinating. Yeah, and the merry-go-round that's featured in so many fucking films, where the bad guy falls on the spike. Yeah, I stayed with a mate of a mate, and he was just on 6th and Wilshire Boulevard, I think, or 10th, 12th on Wilshire Boulevard. I also went to the Wilshire Boulevard Gun Club. I never went to Huntingdon, but we